Trump launches a decentralized platform that promises to revolutionize finance. We're going to explain how this cryptocurrency is giving us crucial information that could shape the short-term crypto landscape. Let's dive into its significance and impact on Bitcoin. Former US President and current Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump has announced his latest venture into the world of cryptocurrencies with the launch of World Liberty Financial. This platform, which promises to be a tool for decentralized finance to DeFi, is presented as an opportunity for users to access high-yield investments in the crypto space. Although the World Liberty Financial website provides few details about its operations and official launch, the page's metadata suggests that the platform is backed by Trump and his son, Eric. According to these details, the platform will connect users with the best tools for making safe and lucrative investments in the DeFi ecosystem. However, so far, the page only invites interested parties to join its X account, formerly Twitter, and its Telegram channel, where they claim all official information will be released. Eric Trump has described this project as the beginning of a new era in finance, highlighting that the platform aims to remove corrupt and inefficient intermediaries from the traditional financial system. The initiative seeks to offer all users the same opportunities that, according to Eric, have historically been reserved for the elites. Could he be some sort of Robin Hood? This move is part of Donald Trump's broader strategy to position himself as a leader in the world of cryptocurrencies, promising to make the United States the crypto capital of the planet if he returns to the White House. Despite the mystery surrounding World Liberty Financial, the platform is already generating excitement in the cryptocurrency market. As more information about this project is anticipated, the launch of World Liberty Financial represents another significant step in Trump's relationship with the world of cryptocurrencies, a sector that has been pivotal in his campaign to return to power in 2024. Watch closely. Donald Trump might just be pulling in all the crypto lovers in the United States for Election Day. Donald Trump is anything but stupid. Now, let's analyze the financial markets. As you know, in the last few hours, the market has been showing a bearish trend. In fact, all the monitoring we were doing on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the rest of the altcoins supported a positive stance. However, it's clear that all those structures we were working on have been broken, and the impact of this is becoming more evident. This highlights the importance of understanding the intrinsic workings of financial markets. As you'll see shortly, we place very little value on trying to predict the future. If we understand what smart money is doing and what the loss of certain structures might mean, we can see how it's possible not to be surprised by such an event.
We're positive about the crypto ecosystem, but we're not fortune tellers. So if we see that this zone isn't respected, let's be cautious and tighten up those stops, because in that case, we could be looking at a significant drop.
As you've noticed, the loss of certain structures was key to understanding that the market was going to take a bearish path, contrary to our bullish preference. However, as I mentioned earlier, it's crucial not to have any ego in these financial markets and not to pretend to know what's going to happen. Even when we have a bullish preference in the financial markets, I repeat, in a bullish scenario, when we see opportunities like wanting to sell, despite being bullish, it means having no ego and not pretending to know what's going to happen in the financial markets. This is where we saw a very optimal opportunity to look for shorts in the market.
However, these zones are what we consider sweet spots. The current rise we're seeing could easily be a trap within the flat pattern, making this a good entry point to aim for the downward move I mentioned earlier before ultimately looking for that bullish push. Therefore, this point we're observing now with a super tight stop loss is what we often call a sweet spot for entry.
I know this might be surprising for newcomers, but it's exactly as you see it. We don't aim to predict. We may have a preference, but we can't avoid taking opposite opportunities. Our Crypto Insight community understands this very well. And if you're wondering what we think about the short-term outlook for Bitcoin and altcoins, we'll share that with you now. But before that, welcome to Crypto Insight, your ethical and moral channel for cryptocurrency technical analysis. Here, we really know what we're talking about. We conduct advanced technical analysis that has been developed for over 12 years. We upload videos several times a week. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, let me know and leave a comment with your opinion. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so you don't miss the next opportunity. As I was saying earlier, understanding what's happening with this pricing specifically on Solana's chart is something we consider crucial. It's like an open book. Thanks to the cross-analysis we practice, we will gain vital information to understand what's happening with Bitcoin and the rest of the ecosystem. But first, let's talk about Bitcoin and just remember that on this 4-hour chart, we are in a bearish channel. What we should give great value and weight to is the understanding that we have experienced a significant trap in this defense zone. Look at this. Here, the smart money sold, heavily sold, triggering a strong bearish impulse. They decided to work on a defense zone to protect their position. What's really striking is how we've experienced a macro trap. In other words, the buying force seems to be weakening. Now, if we consider this bearish climatic action, which is accompanied by considerable volume, and we assess whether the effort versus the result is consistent or not, as we were analyzing, you might remember with a defense zone where we were already tolerating one trap. Tolerating a second one is not desirable. Given what the rest of the market is telling us, it's prudent to be cautious. So, seeing that we've broken through certain structures, it's worth considering that after this bearish impulse and its correction, at the very least, we might attempt to look for a replication. We'll see in the future whether it fails or meets the harmonic in length. All of this remains to be seen, and we won't delve into this detail now, but there is a bias towards looking downward. I believe we are obligated to approach it from this perspective. For that reason, we've looked for a structure, a creek, that could justify a potential black swan. Everything is yet to be seen, of course, but since we have it identified, let's move to the 1-hour time frame. Here, you'll observe that we've been analyzing this break as a catalyst, which we'll see if it leads to further decline. What we're already seeing on the 1-hour chart is that after the break, the price has already made a test and is now trying to validate it. Not only this, but if we analyze it from this micro perspective, we'll notice in this 1-hour time frame a micro distribution followed by an impulse that offers us a channel. And here, I'm asking myself, where is that climatic action? In this case, bearish? That's the question. To this question, one might think, first, that the climatic action doesn't necessarily have to happen. It's not a rule. Second, that this climatic action often surprises, and it's not necessarily a deceptive climatic action. But the price continues. What is clear to us is that if we see an obvious dominance of selling pressure, pushing and protecting, we've made the decision not to be the smart ones trying to reverse this situation. That's why it's prudent to even look for and favor bearish movements. A couple of videos ago, we talked about how important it is to develop the skill of changing direction with great flexibility. You already know what happens to an investor who gets tied down and anchored to an ideology, to a directionality, and it seems that no one can make them budge. That's why the cemetery is so full. It's just how it is, and I'm just telling you what's out there. As you know, in Crypto Insight live sessions, we look for good opportunities both to buy and sell across multiple assets. But in this video, we're going to focus on Bitcoin and then give Solana all the attention it deserves. Now, in the case of Bitcoin, we mentioned that we are missing a climatic action, of course. Anyone could say that this trend line might be key to looking for bearish entries, and it could be. Honestly, it's possible. But when we look at other assets, it also suggests that if they want to, what they could do is go after some liquidity over what could be a whole redistributive process. So let's speculate a bit, although I'm not thrilled with what I'm seeing. It's true that the price could go after some liquidity. But don't confuse this with how smart money concepts traders, in my opinion, misuse the concept of liquidity to then, from a trap scenario, seek out that short position and let it take us wherever it may. We'll see if this flat pattern is finally broken or not. But ultimately, if we're asking ourselves how we can take a short position, we see an opportunity in Bitcoin. And I'm going to tell you what your parents used to say when you were just a teenager. Always use protection, because you don't want any nonsense later. And remember the issue of ego, the matter of getting married to a directionality. Look, we've already made our preference clear. That doesn't mean that a trap below $57,178 in the form of climatic action wouldn't be significant, regardless of what happens before. But if we see aggressive climatic action here, all right, we can try a few things here. Not selling, of course, not selling. And before we dive into the Solana chart, which we believe is key and essential to understanding why we're saying what we're saying, I'm here to inform you that access to Crypto Insight Premium is officially open. Starting tomorrow, Tuesday, September 3rd, we'll begin hosting daily live sessions. As you can see, the Crypto Insight Premium Telegram channel has already been created, and the only thing left is to start adding members today so we can begin our activities tomorrow. Just as we've been doing for a long time with our Spanish-speaking cryptocurrency community, where we've been hosting daily live sessions for over a year to identify trading opportunities in multiple assets, you will be able to enjoy the same from tomorrow in Crypto Crypto Insight Premium. So, how can you join this private and free community? The way to access Crypto Insight Premium is by meeting 3 requirements. The first is to be a user of BitUnix or DeFi with our referral code, which you will find in the form itself. The second requirement is to have deposited cryptocurrencies into your BitUnix or DeFi account with a minimum value of $100. The third requirement is to use this account as your primary futures trading account. In other words, it should be your main trading account. Once you meet these 3 requirements, all you need to do is fill out the form, which asks 5 simple questions. Within 72 business hours, we will send you an email with access to the Telegram channel. Our friends at BuyDeFi have launched a special promotion for Crypto Insight members, where by registering with our referral code, you can earn up to $800. Below, you will find the rules of the event, which state that during your deposit, you will receive 10 of your deposit, with the first $200 being counted. If you reach a futures trading volume of over 400,000 USD, you will be offered $200. And if you exceed a futures trading volume of 800,000 USD, you will receive $400. This promotion will last for 8 days, so hurry up, join Crypto Insight Premium and win these rewards from BuyDeFi. And from BitUnix, they have organized a special promotion for Crypto Insight members until September 30th. If you deposit $100 and do at least 1 futures trade, you will earn $20 in futures trading. If you reach and exceed $1 million in trading volume within a month, you will receive 0.5 Solana. Take advantage of the opportunity to join Crypto Insight Premium, where I can tell you that the Spanish-speaking community is extremely happy and satisfied. Now, you too can be a part of it, especially in English for our English-speaking community, and know that both BitUnix and BuyDeFi are exchanges that do not require KYC or VPN. You can access these 2 exchanges from anywhere in the world without going through any personal identification. I'm leaving the link to the Crypto Insight Premium access form in the description and in the pinned comment of this video. Take advantage of the promotions offered by our friends at BuyDeFi and BitUnix. Don't miss out on this opportunity. What's promised is owed. So, let's analyze Solana, because now you're seeing its price action on the daily time frame. Many of you might remember that we've been evaluating this bearish impulse, and everything to the right of it is a correction. Specifically, this phase right here. We were saying that it was a Z wave. If you don't know what I'm talking about, subscribe to the channel, watch a few videos, and soon we'll stop sounding like we're speaking Chinese. And I hope the Chinese don't take offense. But look, if this is a Z wave, then this is its trend line. So what can we think here? Well, if we were to see a solid breakout in the future, it could indicate a black swan that would certainly lead us into a bear market, or as the crypto lovers like to call it, a beer market. But we're also being told that we're at a macro market extreme. A macro market extreme where, for the long term, if we see certain behaviors, which we'll talk about another time so as not to make the video too long, this could present some very good long-term buying opportunities. But that's not why we're here, so pay attention. We're moving to the 1-hour time frame, and considering that this macro structure is key, we're going to evaluate a reverse corrective pattern. Now, even though you can't see it, imagine that we have a very strong bullish impulse here, and then we have the W wave. This is a weak Y wave, and now you can't deny it. We're experiencing a Z wave in a wedge format. For those of you who've been around for a while, you already know what this represents. On the other hand, it's worth mentioning that we have the structure of the supposed corrective pattern here, and we'll see in the future if all of this is just compression for accumulating long positions. All of this remains to be seen, and we'll analyze it further down the line. There's no rush. So, what should we emphasize here? First, recognize that the entire crypto ecosystem has been working through a distribution phase followed by an impulse, and now we find ourselves in that bearish channel. We'll see if soon we get confirmation of the range and whether we go on to seek that tricky climatic action. All of this is yet to be seen. Maybe it will be tricky, maybe not. As I said, we'll watch it as it unfolds. This was just a reminder of the directional bias we have. All right, what Solana is telling us is that we should remain bearish until proven otherwise. To begin with, we're still submerged within this wedge. We know that this wedge can do whatever it wants, keep going, and trying to turn it around would be suicide. However, we are very aware that we're dealing with a key structure here. Who doesn't like the classic compression against a key structure? But what will this help us with? I'll try to make it simple, though that's a difficult task in itself. We're going to use Solana as a proxy for the crypto ecosystem. It will be like your indicator, something like the RSI or MACD, but it's an asset in itself. So, first, to break this bearish curse, what do we need to see? At some point, we'll see how there's a strong and aggressive breakout of the wedge to the upside. It has to be strong. This breakout is going to hit a key structure, and we'll see what that is. It could very well be this one. It makes sense. Like they could drop it here, who knows? We'll see as it unfolds. I'm not too worried about that. After that breakout, we're going to negotiate here. We'll say that smart money is going to negotiate the correction and whether this is a process of accumulation and whether this bearish climatic action is really part of a broader trap. In the end, what's going to obsess us is, once we identify the key structure, whether it's going to break or not. Because if we identify a future breakout, the least we can do is come and look for this macro structure. But look, some things need to happen here. First, we don't know if an immediate climatic action will occur. It might not. Maybe they'll break it to the upside right away, who knows? Are you a fortune teller? But this is the explanation. This is the roadmap that we'll be bringing to you over the next few days and weeks as Solana has become our indicator. And see how useful it will be to understand and anticipate how the market might move. Because thanks to cross-analysis, we'll be able to identify very good buying and selling points as events unfold. With that said, if you find this advanced technical analysis interesting, let me know in the comments. Also, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so you don't miss out on future trading opportunities. And even better, I invite you to watch our latest video where we analyze the Ethereum chart, understanding the implications and significance of losing a macro defense zone like the one I'm drawing here. Notice how the price has broken it, confirmed it, and continues below it is crucial. If you want to understand the importance of this event, I invite you to watch the video that I'm showing on the screen right now. So don't hesitate, click on the video now. It's very easy, just move your finger and click. Do it now.